Bingo, there's our package. Yes, sir. Let's get a picture. I can't believe you've infiltrated our house like this. You've embarrassed us. So the best thing you can do is start working with me.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
How many times have you done this?
Just like my second time. Yes, I'm caught. Yes, I know what I did.
From a jail guard who was caught smuggling illegal substances for inmates, to a retired soldier who was busted with $2 million worth of pills.
He just indicated to me that he did receive a positive canine alert, so that does give us probable cause to search the vehicle. Is there anything in the vehicle I need to be aware of?
Yeah.
What you got?
I got
Where's the dope at?
it's right there in that back seat.
In the back seat?
Passenger, yeah.
Okay.
This is 257.
Holy cow. Yeah, this is 257.
Here are times when dirty cops are caught up in the bus. The first bust is the controversial case of Deputy Zachary Wester, who was arraigned after planting substances in the vehicles of innocent citizens.
That is not mine. No, sir.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you any
No,
further.
sir.
It did return presumptive positive for methamphetamine, okay?
On February the 15th, 2018, Deputy Zachary Wester of the Jackson County Sheriff's Office conducted a traffic stop of Teresa Odom's vehicle after observing that she was in violation of traffic rules. What initially began as a harmless apprehension would later turn out to be a national drug scandal involving a police officer who wanted to catch a citizen in a bus so bad that he created one himself.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Should I turn in here to get off?
You're fine, you're fine. Deputy Westwood, Jackson County Sheriff's Office. Reason for my stop is your brake lights.
Yes, sir.
They work 1 minute, and the next minute they don't work, and then a few seconds later they just flash, okay?
I think it's probably because of the rain.
Okay, that's fine. You got your driver's license on you, ma'am?
I just got tickets the other day. I'll be glad to show
Oh,
them
did
to
you?
you.
No, you're fine. All right, thank you. I'll be right there.
My truck may or may not start. When I turn it off, you may have to push me off, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you.
Okay. Do you need to turn it off? Do you have to turn it off?
It'd be probably better.
Okay,
I'm on hard time with it as it is.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If
Can
we
I
can,
answer my phone?
Yeah. You can answer your phone. I'm just trying to think what's going to be best for. What is? What is that right there?
What is what?
That right there.
What is what? This?
That straw right there.
This is no straw. It's an ink pen.
Oh, okay.
It's
okay.
an ink pen.
It was connected. It looked like it was
No
connected
straw.
to that arc. Just
Hey, I
hang
just
tight,
got
okay?
pulled.
The officer is making it seem like he is doing her a favor by performing the search himself. In situations like this, a regular driver had no reason to distrust a cop. She was clean, and he could conduct all the search he wanted because he was duty-bound, to be honest. Or so she thought.
You see my hip give out right then? Good Lord.
Look,
All
you
right.
just don't even need to know. I've been at the hospital with an
My
84-year-old
God.
uncle all day long for 3 days.
Okay.
So I'm expecting anything at this point.
That would be, I hope everything turns out good with that, all right?
It did. It did.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. I'm
It
sorry.
did. And I'm waiting on Dr. Albritton to call me. That was another thing I was fixing to tell you.
Okay.
If Dr. Albritton calls me,
fine.
I answer his call.
That ain't no problem. I don't care. Yeah, I'm not going to keep you from talking on the phone, okay? Anything in the vehicle I need to be concerned about? Bombs, hand grenades,
Drugs,
rocket launchers?
no.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Here's what I do probably 10 or 15 times a shift, okay? There's going to be a K9 coming in a minute, and she's going to walk around the car, okay? But instead of doing that, would you consent to a search of your vehicle? You're fine with that? Okay. All right. You mind stepping out and just hanging out with this deputy right back here?
No, I don't. I'm scared of being in this traffic. To be
No,
honest.
Deputy Hayke will take care of you.
Can I take my phone?
Yeah, take your phone. I don't care. That's fine. Come on.
How are you? Fine.
2554 to 2540. You can cancel. I got consent. What? All right, Deputy Hayke, make sure you don't get run over, okay? Because I have faith that he would prefer to get over. All right, just hang tight, my son.
At this point, it would be wise for you to pay close attention to his left palm. Notice how it remains folded with the baggie sticking out? This detail here will become one of the main pieces of evidence presented by prosecutors during trial.
Do what now?
I said, if you find any money, I come up missing $5 at the hospital.
All right, I'll see if I can find it for you. Here's $5 in your wallet.
Where the hell did you find it?
In your wallet?
Where in my... Oh, no.
That's something different there.
No, that's the bad check. That's
Oh!
That's what brings me up. Yeah, it should be more than $5 with that.
Yeah, there he is.
Okay. And if you find a single five laying there somewhere, I'll come $5 or something may not be much, but for me, damn it, it's
We've got good accident insurance if something happens. Does this door not open right here? That's fine.
Well, it was behind me here. I know somebody there. But that way I thought I just
Yep.
It's not my fault.
Come on now.
It is not my fault. You see the doors down the hall?
Come on.
I'm working on it. But you might catch it.
According to the brother, David, neither he nor his brother Franklin want contact with the complainant. Apparently there's an ongoing family feud between them. He has confirmed that the brother is in town. He's 10-4. I'm 1098 crew chair. This is it.
The search appeared to be a regular one, with nothing weird happening. A closer look would reveal a well-calculated effort to throw an innocent woman behind bars on related charges.
Miss Odom.
It is yogurt, sir.
I know. Okay.
It's yogurt.
How about this, though?
That is not mine. No, sir.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you any
No,
direct, hold
sir.
on. I'm not going to ask you any direct questions. I'm going to read you your rights first, okay? So just hang out with Deputy Heike here.
What is it?
I have an idea. We're going to test it, though, okay? I don't know.
Oh
but-
no, Teresa, you're going to jail.
Yep.
All right. Let me go. Bye. Did you give consent?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh. Her brake lights when I was behind her, the driver's side would work and the passenger side wasn't working, and then it would start working again. So.
Oh goodness.
Oh, Teresa. I don't know what that
It might be ice.
might. I don't know.
But she likes cocaine.
Yeah.
I try both.
Yeah. It just doesn't
I
look.
go with the ice first.
Yeah,
It might be just a little shake to it.
it might.
Yeah, use the stack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Can't stop the smoke.
Teresa could barely believe her eyes when Detective Zachary announced what he had found in her vehicle. At this point, a million thoughts were running through her mind, and perhaps the scariest of them all was that her fate would be
What it is? Yeah, there it goes.
Yep.
Yep. Probably a little.
Yeah. Thank you, Jess. No. Do you have anything on you, Miss Odom?
I said I didn't have anything on me in the truck.
Oh, okay.
officer.
Oh, okay. But do you have anything on your person? Is what
I
I'm
have
asking.
nothing on me to my knowledge
Okay.
at
Thank
all.
you. We're good. Okay. All right.
And I'm not trying to be ugly.
It did return presumptive positive for methamphetamine. Okay. I'm just letting you know. Okay. Just hang out there for another second.
Hey, Monty, look, I just got pulled over in Cottondale. All right? I had went down to see George because I had a bad check that was given to me by somebody who was living at 8 Dots. I come through the light, I get pulled over. All right, the deputy asked if he could search my truck. I told him, yes, he may search my truck. I'm sitting on the bumper right now. He goes in my passenger side, he sees, I don't know, God knows what. He goes around to the other side, puts the truck door on open, and he comes back with a spoon, which is what I use. And in the spoon, there's laying a little bitty, like, I guess a little tiny bag. He says it tests positive for methamphetamine. So I guess I'm going to go to jail. Damn sure ain't mine.
At this point, it was her words against the law enforcement officers. She was going to need to do something extraordinary to show that she was innocent, an almost impossible situation, considering her present circumstances.
And I'm sorry for the embarrassment. I don't know anything else to tell you, but I guess I'm going to jail. If you want to come up, if you would like to come and get my wallet, it don't even matter at this point, baby. Just take care of my house, okay? If you can. Nothing. What about my truck?
I'm gonna have to tow it, okay, since it's a narcotics felony arrest, okay?
They saying they gonna tow my truck, baby. Can she get my purse and stuff?
Yeah, I've got your purse here. Whenever you get it to the jail, if you want to sign a release to your daughter, that's
So
fine.
you have to come and get it from the jail. Just look, showing your butt's not gonna help Mama not one bit. Baby, it's not like I
2754, 239 to Brandon.
10-4, thank you.
and I probably should have just waited for the dog to search the night. Cigarettes, I mean, he looked at my cookies, he looked at my Bible. There's 2 tickets up there,
Okay.
baby. 2 that's got to be taken
Okay.
care of in 30
All right.
days.
Go ahead and hang up. You're under arrest at this time, okay?
And I'm under arrest, okay? I love you.
Here, you just want to put your phone and your sunglasses in your purse here, and we'll make sure all this gets to the jail.
So.
in the car for you, Miss Oak?
There's a block.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's going to be secured in Branning's yard. I mean, that's no problem. All right. Come right back here, all right? And I'll make sure you don't get ran over.
Deputy Zachary had maliciously planted substances on dozens of unsuspecting motorists for several months before a state prosecutor, Christina Pumphrey, caught onto his acts and blew the whistle. In May 2021, after prosecutors reviewed more than 300 of his cases, including Teresa Odom's, Deputy Zachary was arrested and put on trial for 67 criminal charges.
Did you plant this substance in Mr. Williams' lunchbox?
I did not.
The report that you wrote in that case, did you falsify anything in this report?
Nothing. No, sir.
With Miss Wood, was there anything with her that you planted so that you could arrest her?
No.
Was there anything in your report that wasn't true about Miss Wood?
No.
The shake and the methadone that you found in the vehicle, did you plant that there?
I did not, no.
Methadone, it's quite prevalent here in Jackson County, correct?
Methadone is very prevalent in Jackson County. I've seen firsthand the destruction that methadone has on families, has on friends, and in my job as a deputy sheriff, I wanted to be as proactive as I could. I didn't feel that the citizens of Jackson County wanted to pay me to just sit somewhere and wait for a call.
Wester was charged with racketeering, official misconduct, fabricating evidence, false imprisonment, perjury, and possession. He was found guilty of 19 charges and sentenced to 12 years behind bars. Just as this deputy was crooked to the core, so was this prison guard who was apprehended while trying to smuggle substances for prisoners.
You're also under arrest for trafficking. I've been investigating you for too long. All right? I already know the answer to the questions I'm asking you. How much were you getting paid?
Like $500.
On April the 7th, 2025, officers conducted a traffic stop of a jail guard's vehicle after an underground investigation revealed that she had been smuggling substances and supplying them to inmates at the correctional facility where she worked. At first sight, the suspect seemed like a respectable officer who would never do anything to compromise her position. However, a few minutes into the encounter, the cops realized that this was far from the truth.
All right, why don't you hop on for me for a sec?
Okay.
I'm gonna put you over by my car here.
Okay.
All right, you don't have anything you're not supposed to have? All right, I'm gonna run my dog around here real quick.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have you have a seat in my car for a second here. $50. Good boy. Positive on the vehicle.
Yes, sir. We're going to come over to you.
Hang tight.
Okay.
Is there any reason the dog would alert on your vehicle?
It's a bottle of wine under the front
No,
seat.
he's a narcotics dog.
Oh no, you can check it out.
It looks like your paperwork. It looks like it's just in the system.
Oh yeah, no. I don't
Anybody smoke in your car?
do anybody smoke in my car? So like, am I gonna get in trouble?
No. I'm just,
Okay.
I'm just my dog's trained to smoke.
Oh, okay. So I did have some.
Okay.
It was in my if you look in my glove box, not
Okay.
my glove box, my middle console part, but that's the only
Okay.
place it was. But
All right, because he alerted on your passenger side door.
oh, go ahead. You can look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get somebody else out here,
Uh
so I don't have to search by myself.
huh. Okay.
And we'll just go through there. There's no weed in there now, is there?
Nope. It was just in my passenger
Okay.
side. Not it wasn't even in the passenger side. It was in the middle console part.
Okay. How long ago?
Probably like 2 days ago. It's
Okay, okay.
It's at the house.
Okay.
The woman told the officer that she might have had a little bit of THC leftovers, which she consumed days prior. But in truth, all of it might have been a ploy to stop the officers from continuing the search of her vehicle. There was more to her than met the eye, and the cops knew it.
Bingo, there's our package. Yes, sir. Let's
shoot it.
get a picture.
Shoot
Got
it.
the camera on, right?
All right, I'm gonna cuff her up.
I got it.
All right, now hop out and turn around. They'll talk to you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, they're right through remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court of law. Do you understand your rights?
Yes.
All right. With that being said, there was more than weed in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Not really, right?
Yeah, not really.
Yeah. So
Let's get.
my name is Lieutenant Caraballo. Did you understand the right? I need you over here.
Yeah.
I have.
Did you understand the rights that you were read?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is what I'm going to tell you. You're under arrest. Okay. You're under arrest for conspiracy. You're also under arrest for drug trafficking, and you're also arrested for conveyance of illegal narcotics into our jail. Lieutenant with the Sheriff's Department, going on my 31st year. I started as a correction officer. I'm extremely appalled. I really am. All right. This is our house. I can't believe you've infiltrated our house like this. You've embarrassed us. You understand why I feel that way?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm going to give you an opportunity because
I got.
you might have just made a bad decision.
Yeah.
Okay? And I think you've made several bad decisions recently. Because we've already talked to the inmates in there. All right? We've already arrested Javon's dad. All right? We arrested him last night. You're already aware of that, though, because you talked to him. We already know you're aware of that. And we know you've been talking to the mom as well. Okay? We know you were getting paid. How much were you getting paid, though?
Nothing.
Pardon me?
Nothing.
Nothing? No, that don't make no sense at all. Come on, please don't insult my intelligence. I've been investigating you for too long. All right? I already know the answer to the questions I'm asking you.
Okay.
All right? Please don't insult my intelligence like that. Okay? We're gonna try it again. How much were you getting paid?
Like 500.
Thank you very much. That's exactly what my investigation indicates. Okay? The best thing you could do right now is tell me, cooperate. We seen the party at your house. All right? We know what's going on. We know who the runners are. We know who's working with you.
You said the party at my house?
Yeah. Your girl's house last night.
Yeah.
And the night before. You called up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had been caught red-handed in the act, but if she could sell the cops a convincing story, there was a chance that she just might be able to slip under the radar, or maybe mitigate the consequences.
You were at the bar the night before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been watching you. We knew this was going on. You've been set up. Okay, so the best thing you can do is start working with me.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
How many times have you done this?
Just like my second time.
Where'd you meet the last time?
Right there at the top.
At his house on
Broadway.
on Broadway. Which
Yeah.
one?
It's like a duplex complex.
What day was that?
No, that I do not remember.
Oh, come on.
No, I really don't. It was probably
$500. You're risking your freedom, and you can't remember when the last time you did this. Come on, please.
no, it's probably like a couple weeks ago, but I don't. The exact date I don't.
Okay, a couple weeks ago.
I want to say probably like 2,
3 weeks ago. What pod was he in?
19.
Yes, he was. Thank you for being honest. Took it to him at what time?
Morning time.
And how did you pass it to him?
I had to go to his door for a check.
My job here is to rid the jail of overdoses.
Yes.
Okay? The resident population inside that jail depends on us for their safety. Tell me this. Why are you doing this?
Honestly, he threatened my family.
He threatened your family.
He grew up on 30th Project, so I know y'all just seen it all on the news. It was a young man that y'all said was like he the leader of the fella, like the heartless fella.
Who?
His name is Leo Mullins. His name is Leo Mullins. He's down there in the feds. Him and his dad know everybody down there with my family. And I'm not a big family-oriented person, but like for my family, like I will go protect it. Like my cousins.
Why wouldn't you just quit?
I need the money. I'm me. Like I'm all I have. Like
You don't talk to anybody else?
no, I'm all I have. Like I'm literally scared. Like I didn't go to that. Nobody knew I was doing this. I was scared to go. It's like nothing in that job. Like you can't confine to nothing because it's going to get out. So like I couldn't confine.
Go to IA.
That still get out. I'm not trying to be funny. Anytime anything happened with IA in that job or anything, if you talk to HR, IA, it gets out and it gets around that job. So like the last thing I need, and on that floor, it's not just him that know my family is. So when he came to me and told me like he told me that my mom stayed on Manor. When he told me my mom stayed on Manor, that scared my mom. Literally, that scared my mom because I'm not even really affected with my mom. But I don't tell nobody where my family stay at. So when he told me my family stay on Manor, and he told me how he know my twin cousin and my Uncle Leo, and they go to my mom's house on holidays and stuff like that, and like he know what goes on with them. And either I do this or like something happened to my family that scared me, and there's nothing I know I'm in the wrong, but it's like I have to protect. Like I have to protect my family.
Can I tell you something? I don't believe that. Okay? Again, 31 years.
I know.
All right?
Sir,
You're calling shots.
Oh, and I'm calling shots?
You know what a wiretap is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You refused to do it until you got paid. You know, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. So let's rewind. Okay.
According to her, she had been coerced. This was something that she needed to do to keep her family out of danger. But officers weren't buying this story of hers. If she was being coerced, why did she only agree to do it for a certain amount of money?
You saying I refused to do it until I got paid. So did you know that he sent chaos? That's what they call it.
Yeah, I know chaos.
Yeah. Do you know you don't know the other messages that was sent. Like you know that was said on your thing, but like you don't know the other messages that was sent. That's so that sometimes when it comes to them pods, like I was calling off. If you look on my call off thing, I was calling off certain days when I was getting to them pods because what was getting back to me. Sir, I'm sitting here in handcuffs. I don't have no reason to lie. There's nothing I can say no more. Like if I'm sitting here and I'm gonna tell you the truth and I'm gonna tell you what's going on. Yes, I'm caught. Yes, I know what I did. Yes, I did. You asked me why I did it. I'm doing it I have to protect my family. They know they literally.
Yeah, but you refused to do it.
Yes, I refused to do it until he sent chaos. He told chaos because I believe chaos was the one who told him to ask me. He told chaos, and I told chaos no. They sent another inmate to me to ask me, Messiah Payne. I told him no. So once it got back, and he told them like,
who's chaos? What's his real name?
Kenny Derrick. He's an age. Yeah, Kenny Derrick.
Derrick Kenny.
Yeah, Derrick. That's it. Derrick Kenny. Yeah,
that's chaos.
Yeah, that's chaos.
Yeah.
So once they told that, and they got back to me, and
you didn't bring it to Derrick Kenny.
No, never brought anything to Derrick Kenny. Never at all. Yeah, Derrick.
I just don't like you standing out here with our uniform on.
Oh, okay. Oh, I could take.
Yeah.
Yeah, she could do that. That's reasonable.
So Derrick Kenny is the man running the 8th floor.
Yes,
How many other people did they threaten up there?
I don't know, cause they don't talk. Only thing I hear about during the day when I get there is stuff. Is the sexual stuff. Like,
Okay.
I know why I was doing what I was doing, and I'm not gonna lie to you. It's my family. It's just me, my mom, my little sister. That's it. That's all I have. We don't have big family, no nothing. So when that came to me, no one knew about it. That's not something I talked to. I didn't know. I didn't go to nobody because that job is not a sacred place. I've been there like 3 years now, and it's not a sacred place. There's nothing nobody has ever done with going to IA or HR, and it didn't get back out to everybody in the job, and everybody's looking at you all crazy and stuff. And I just didn't. I didn't want my business out. Maybe I could have went the other way, but it's my family, sir. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. It's my family.
Apparently, this wasn't her first time handling this type of operation. In 2019, she came under fire for smuggling substances for heartless felon gang members. But of course, she denies this as well.
I've never been no gang affiliated. No, I've never been nothing like this. No lie. The most I go to court for is tickets.
Okay.
It's for my license. That's it. I don't. Anything else? I've never been in the gang. I don't. My cousins that's affiliated with that. I don't even be with them. They be in 30th. I stay way up in Willoughby.
What is that, by the way? Do you know?
No. I just know.
No, come on.
I knew it was black. I knew it was a black and mild, and I knew it was some in there, and I knew it was a lighter in the sheet paper.
No, I want to know about the pills.
Oh no. See that right there? I don't know what that is. He never said nothing about that. He said on the sheet paper, a lighter, and black and mild. The pills that I don't know nothing about that. And they can tell you that.
Listen, what are the pills? You ain't bringing no pills in that you don't know what they are.
Sir, I'm serious to tell you, I don't know. I know what the tune paper is. I know black and miles. The pills,
okay.
I don't have what type of pills. I don't know what the type of pills these pills are.
Okay.
I can't.
You know that somebody overdosed on those?
On those pills?
Yeah.
No, I did not know that.
Okay. Well, he did. And he almost died. We had to Narcan him 3 times. You know what that could be, right?
Yes.
Tell me what that could be.
That could be aggravated.
In the end, the suspect was charged with fourth-degree aggravated substance trafficking. While this was disappointing to see, it doesn't come close to this next bus case, where an Army veteran was found with a bag loaded with pills.
Do you have any marijuana? Method? Cocaine? Heroin? How much you getting paid to take this?
$1,000.
$1,000? That's it? Where's it supposed to go?
That car that was in front of me, that's the car that I was supposed to give it to.
Sometime in 2025, police officers on duty observed a reckless driver on the highway and immediately flagged down the vehicle for a traffic stop. When the cops approached the driver, they quickly learned about his time in the force and instantly connected with him. What they didn't know at the time was that this man wasn't as upstanding as he seemed, as he was concealing something criminal in his possession.
Morning. Do you have your license with you? Sure.
Was I speeding?
Couple of things. One is all this stuff in your rearview mirror you can't have up there.
Sorry.
The other one is the vehicle you were following behind. You were at 1.5 seconds behind it. You need to be about 3 to 6 seconds behind it.
Yeah, he was pulling over. I thought he was going to pull over. Can you get it out for me?
I'll let you go ahead and do that. Are you traveling with this car behind you?
No.
Okay.
No. I just got off the I was headed to Colorado.
You're headed to Colorado?
Registration?
Yeah, is this your vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have your registration with you?
It's in there, sir.
It's in with this?
Yeah.
Go ahead and leave those with you.
Thank you.
But all this other stuff up here is a view obstruction. In fact, if you look at this, can I see that real quick?
Sure. Yeah,
look at it.
I had it off.
It says remove before operating the vehicle.
I had it off, but when I parked, I forgot to take it off.
Okay. Alrighty. So I'll just give you a written warning. I'm not going to give you a ticket, okay? But like I said, with the vehicles in front of you, if they're slowing down or whatever, give yourself some time. So back off of them. Give yourself about 3 to 6 seconds. That'll give you plenty of time to react in case something bad happens, okay? Alright, if you just come on back with me, we'll get this warning knocked out. I got to do a written warning, okay? Just stand right there for me. Just right there. Yeah. So you said this is your car? Yes, sir.
Nice weather out here.
Yeah. It's at 20-something. Yeah. Code 4. Gila County's out with me. And the vehicle left.
Retired. Oh, Army. My son's a Marine. He's in Okinawa. I was Fort Hood Infantry. Tax. Retired, I got blown up in 2010. Retired. Messed up my back.
Many stories like that.
Yeah, I did. They say after the third tour, you're pushing it. Did 3.
Yeah, I would agree.
So you were, what branch were you in?
Army.
Army?
Yes, sir.
How long?
I did total 24 years. I did 13 active and 11 reserve.
Okay.
Thanks for doing that.
You serve too? You look like a Marine.
Well, everybody says that, but
You look like a Marine. You too.
Nope, just this. So where are you coming from today?
Imperial Valley.
Imperial Valley?
Yeah.
Okay.
San Diego Central. trying to get my CDL license.
Are you?
Yeah.
How come you're not going to a school over in California?
Because the VA's paying for it.
The VA's paying for it?
There's no schools in California. I mean, in the area in California, they're all full of students.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. So the VA, they'll charge me like $5,000 to do it there.
Uh-huh.
The VA will pay for it. So I got online with Choose for Transport, and they we did it online. And now I'm gonna go do my driver's training.
Oh, okay.
Where's that at?
Colorado Springs.
From the man's facial expression, you can tell that he didn't anticipate a vehicle search. But besides the guilty look he had on his face right now, he would end up raising far more suspicion by making a very dumb decision.
Oh, Andre, I got a quick question for you. Out here on the interstate, we get a lot of people that haul and transport illegal contraband. You don't have anything illegal in your car, do you? Any weapons or explosives in your car? Any guns?
No.
Any bombs? Any bazookas?
No.
Any bodies in the car?
Oh.
Okay. How about any illegal drugs? Do you have any cocaine? Heroin? Do you have any in the car? Any prescription drugs you're not supposed to have? Any identity theft items or anything like that? Okay. Would you give us voluntary consent to search the vehicle for any of those types of items?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay. So I've got a consent form right here. So how many tours did you do?
4.
Where did you go?
Iraq.
Iraq?
So if I don't give the consent, you don't have to do it, or you need a search.
What's that?
If I don't give you the consent.
Well, it's a yes or no question.
No.
No? Okay. So he's got a narcotics dog with him. We'll just walk him around the car real quick, okay? Sound 20 cents. Be advised, consent has been revoked. Alrighty. You know, walk your dog around the car. He just revoked consent.
Yeah. All right, here's what I'll tell you, though. If I'm going to bring the dog out, he's big and he's antisocial, so no loud noises, don't interfere with the canine. He does bite. Okay, so hang out with this gentleman right here, right where you're at. I'll walk him up that. Actually, I'll walk him up along the driver's side when they get clearing in the traffic. That way we don't have to walk past you.
The suspect thought revoking his consent automatically saved him from being searched. But as soon as the canine was let loose, he realized that he was in for it.
Just out of curiosity, what made you decide not to consent?
Yeah, I don't want no problems, you know.
You know, is there something in the car that I don't
know?
No?
I just want no problems.
You just want no problems? Okay. Well, I mean, if there's nothing in the car, there's no problem, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want no problems.
Okay. So how long you been retired?
About 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
Okay. You said you did 8 years in corrections?
Yeah, 8 years corrections.
8 years in corrections?
Yeah. The trucks are fast, though.
And they're doing about 65, so that's a lot of weight to go 65, though, you know what I'm saying? You ever driven a semi-truck before?
A little bit.
A little bit? Alright, so he just indicated to me that I did receive a positive canine alert, so that does give us probable cause to search the vehicle. Is there anything in the vehicle I need to be aware of?
Yeah.
What you got?
I got
How much you got?
I don't even know. They just gave it to me.
Okay, if you could estimate. Well, first of all,
they just gave it to me, and I'm like,
okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and place you under arrest. Okay. Just 1 second.
Now that his secret massive stash was out in the open, there was no way he could deny his criminal intentions, or so they thought.
All right. So, Alejandro, I'm going to go ahead and advise you of your rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Bearing that in mind, do you understand your rights?
yes,
Okay. How much you getting paid to take this?
$1,000.
$1,000, that's it? Okay. So what I would start doing, brother, is I would start thinking about helping yourself out, okay? I've been doing this a long time. And we can work with you, you know what I'm saying? Where's it supposed to go?
Well, I was supposed to That car that was in front of me, that's the car that I was supposed to give it to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the guy showed up, and he just fucking
And where are you taking it?
freaked out on me. I don't know where he was taking it.
So
You know, I freaked out.
where did he tell you to go?
No, he said follow me.
Okay. Where were you guys at when he said that?
Right there at that truck stop.
Right there at the truck stop?
Yeah, that's where I met him.
Okay. Where's the dope at?
It's right there in that back seat.
In the back seat?
Passenger, yeah.
Okay.
In the black bag.
Okay. You got any luggage in the car?
Just some clothes. Some of my clothes.
Like how? Not 2 weeks worth of. So the CDL thing's a cover story.
No, I was gonna go up there too.
You were gonna go up there?
Yeah, I am. That was the plan. Stop here and then go and take off.
I'll tell you right now, buddy, I wasn't buying it because with the issues you got with your back and you got the disabled sticker in the front, you're not gonna be able to drive a truck, bro.
That's what my daughter told me.
Yeah. So, all right, just hang tight here for a second, okay?
This dog was gonna crawl into the damn car.
I saw that you jumped up on it. He had a handicap placard hanging from his rearview mirror, but he's telling me he's gonna go be a truck driver. I'm like, how are you gonna do that? You can't if your back's hurting.
Driver's license too. This is 257.
Holy cow. Yeah, this is 257.
The bag found inside the vehicle contained roughly 80,000 pills, which amounted to approximately $2 million in value. He was charged with substance trafficking and booked into the county jail. In the next case, a process officer was incriminated after his elaborate substance smuggling scheme was brought to light.
Who pays you to come up here and do this? Because I know you don't do it for free. No. Matter of fact, I get $100. I got a feeling he's been doing this for a while. You're going to be placed under arrest for the introduction of contraband to the correctional facility and possession of a controlled substance.
On April the 25th, 2025, after being under close watch for several months, police officers finally caught a process server attempting to smuggle 15 cell phones, chargers, and Xanax pills into a prison. This legal worker had devised a sleek method of delivering controlled substances to prisoners by sneaking them inside legal documents. But unfortunately, this time around, things did not go as planned.
How's it going, sir? What we got here? Oh, man, Carl Hawkins. Deputy Rat. So, this dude's a prospect. It's good to see you, bro. He shows up a lot. Normally, he shows up with a bunch of shit. Turn him around, he goes back to his car, comes back with like one piece of paper, shows him in. Today, he shows up with his package. My staff lets him in, lets it in, and it's full of cell phones. 15 of them. Nice. Yeah, him and locked up right now. Locked bands on the small office. Awesome. Yeah. All right. And apparently he gave our staff at the gate here fake ID, fake driver's license. Bro, his driver's license does not match the license that comes off the license plate. What did he give him? He gave me this number. Where it go? He's going to give you the same one. He's going to hand you the same one. That's what he gave me. That's not right. That's not his. Yeah. That's not and the address on their driver's license is this. But the address off their license plate reader is totally different. Yeah, because that's registered to the county. Okay. Let me see what he says. You mind stepping out for me, sir? You just wait right there for a minute, sir. Step right up here in front of my vehicle. That one right over here. All right, stay right here. All right, so before we get started, I'm going to read you a Miranda warning. All right, just because I'm conducting an investigation, it's possible to be criminal. All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to your lawyer. I've been present with you while you're being questioned. Now, for the hire a lawyer, will be appointed to represent you before any question if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise this right without answering questions or making any statements. You understand what I said to you? All right, having that in mind, you wish to talk to me? Yes, I do. All right, so explain to me what happened.
It was uneventful. I do what I always do when I go ahead and come out here to the prison. I go ahead and I call the security. Usually about 30, 35 minutes before I go ahead and get on my way. I usually do it right when I pass about Midway Road because I live in Port St. Lucie.
Right.
Right there, as soon as I turn on to 70 from the St. Lucie Fairgrounds, I pick up the phone, I call, let them know who I have.
Okay.
I go ahead, once I go ahead and let them know who I have, usually the person's here for me. I got here, gave my identification, parked my car.
Where's your identification at?
It's in my car.
It's in your car? Go ahead and grab that for me.
My wallet.
Do you have your identification for your work too?
Yes, I do. I have both. This is for the 19th Judicial Circuit.
Okay.
And this is for my driver's license. I also have my 15th Circuit where I'm licensed there as well.
All right, let's go on back here then. All right. Can you tell me what's going on?
When I arrived, I waited for a little bit on the bench, and there was a black, I don't know if she's a sergeant or whatever she was. She yelled the person's last name, and that's usually how it works. I went ahead and she let me in.
Okay.
I informed the person that these were foreclosure because that's what I was told I had.
Hang on a second, that's fine.
And I handed it to him through the fence like I would always do when I come out. Okay.
Although officers were aware that he was guilty and had pretty much solved the case already, they still granted the suspect an opportunity to explain how he ended up with such items. And with this came an elaborate lie.
Where did you get that paperwork at?
From a client that is somewhere, I think it's in, Lake Mary.
You got it personally from that client?
No, they were mailed to me.
They were mailed to you?
Yes.
And you work for the Circuit 19, correct?
I'm not an employee with them. I am a subcontractor.
You're a subcontractor with them?
Yeah, we're licensed through the circuit. There's two ways to get licensed to a processor. One is through the sheriff of the county, but there is no sheriff that would gives us a license here in the county. So it's the circuit. It's by the district judge.
Okay, and they just mailed you this stuff?
They did. This particular one came from Priority Package, not UPS, but regular mail.
Regular mail. Well, it was Priority regular mail. And did they say what was in that package? What was being?
Yeah, I've gotten work for them usually for this prison before, and they told me it was foreclosures, and that this was important. Because in this particular case, they said that there was equity in the property and the first sale did not go through. And apparently this is foreclosure where I was told there's like about $73,000 owed on the property. And it was worth like about $300,000. And I like to know that information so I can inform them, and that it looks like that's.
And prior, do you know you got the name and everything of the person that told you to come deliver this?
No. No.
You don't have a name?
No, because she provides the affidavits for me.
Who does?
The person at the processing company who I got this from.
Okay, so it didn't come directly from you?
No.
Well, from that person?
Well, she mailed it.
She mailed it directly to you?
Yes.
But you don't know who directly mailed it to you?
No, because it doesn't go through my company. It goes through hers, and then she provides me an affidavit. If she's slow on her affidavits.
But the thing is, what I'm trying to get at, how did they know how to mail it to you? Who did you talk to get your address?
Well, I'm listed in what's called FAPS, Florida Association of Professional Processors, and I assume that's usually where they get my information to be able to call me to be able to go ahead and.
Okay, and who pays you to come up here and do this? Because I know you don't do it for free.
No. Matter of fact, I get $100, $50 per document, and in her case, she always pays me cash.
So you know it's a she, but you don't have a name?
No, her name is Amanda.
Okay, so now you got a name.
No, you never didn't ask me.
I asked you a name. I said, who mailed you the documents? And you said you did not have a name.
No, I don't know who it is, but I mean, as far as a name of a company, no.
Okay, but who is the name that mailed you the documents?
Her name's Amanda.
Amanda what?
I don't know.
Okay, who does she work for?
She works for a processing company, that's all I know.
Okay, she works for a processing servicing company out of where?
Out of Winter Park.
Winter Park. Okay. Do we have a number or anything for her?
No, she usually will call me, but she's very specific about the time, day that I need to be here.
Okay. But she works for a processing service company out of Lake Park.
Winter Park.
Winter Park.
Because he sensed trouble, the suspect refused to mention any names because no face, no case. But unfortunately for him, this backfired in the most painful way ever.
Amy is the only thing out of Winter Park.
No, her name's Amanda.
Amanda out of Winter Park. But no last name, nothing else, right?
No. Because they contact me and usually I let them know what my fee is.
And they just pay you?
And in this case, they pay me cash.
So they paid you cash. So this isn't the first time they've done it?
No, and they usually do pay me cash.
Okay.
That's why I keep it out of my...
But they pay you cash. You have to give them a receipt or anything?
No.
Nothing.
But I do have to give them an affidavit of service.
Okay, what name do you put on that affidavit? Because you have to have a first and last name on the affidavit.
My name. It's usually who I...
But who do you give that affidavit to, saying that you served it for that person?
I normally mail it to her.
You mail it to her, but how does she mail you cash?
She mails me. I usually go ahead and mail it back to her once she gets sent me the email. Once she sends me...
So how do you get the cash?
As soon as I get the paper and I open up the documents.
The cash is in there. So you've opened up these documents, correct? Okay, knowing that you've opened up these documents to know what's inside, what was inside these documents you were given?
Documents to serve for mortgage foreclosure.
Documents that were served, okay. So explain to me how we got several cell phones and everything in them documents that you served. That you said you've opened up and everything else. Explain that to me.
Open up the package and the documents are there. It's a normal foreclosure.
It's a normal, what was inside them documents?
The mortgage foreclosure procedures, I assume.
Okay, so you opened up, what did you open up?
What did you say what's inside?
It was a bunch of cell phones. What did you open up to know what's inside?
All I do is just go ahead and take the packages out with the documents, and I go ahead and I put them on the side. They don't need to go to my company. And then when she tells me, she's very specific about when to come, and she said between this time on Friday.
Okay, so she wants an exact time when you come.
I am not aware of...
Open up these documents and know what paperwork's inside of them.
Well, only because of what she has told me that is coming.
Okay, when
she
you
called me last Thursday, a week ago yesterday.
So when you get these documents that you say you open up, what do you open up to look inside?
I open up and I see what they are. There's usually a letter that's there, and it tells me the date and time. In this case, it came in on Tuesday. I knew they were coming in because she called me on Thursday, and then I put the documents off to the side. And then on yesterday, or this morning, I put them in my car, and I went to work like I always did. And
what were the documents in when you got them?
One of those paper United States Post Office priority packages.
Okay. And when you deliver them, what were they in? Were they still in that mail?
When I take them out, I literally take them out and that's it. Give them to the person.
Okay. When did you get these packages again?
I got them on Tuesday.
Of this week?
Yeah, and I opened it up immediately. And then I went ahead and took it and put it on. In this case, it was.
So you opened it up. You just opened it up and got the front document. You didn't go through any of it. You just opened it up and there was a paper on front.
Yes. And there's never a reason for me to go ahead and do the document because it's coming from
The man continued to insist that he was not aware of what was in the package, but the cops knew that this was a blatant lie because process servers are usually required to go through every package to ensure accuracy of documents.
But it's coming from a paralegal. Yes. What was the address on there?
It's somewhere in Winter Park.
Somewhere in Winter Park, but you don't know the name of it or anything like that?
I do not.
Okay. When you brought him here, what was the name of the inmate that was getting served? You know that?
Alan Stratton.
Alan? You have that with him? Okay, well, I'll get that from you here in a minute. Okay.
Yeah, they were actually pretty thick, but I didn't
So you opened it up, but you didn't go through it?
No.
You just opened it up and there was a paper that says what you need to do with it?
Right, and they came in on Tuesday. I actually left them sitting there
in your office or your house or wherever.
Right, because they didn't go through my company. They were right there by my son.
Okay.
And they stayed there pretty much the whole week until this morning.
Okay.
and I grabbed it with my clipboard and everything else. But all
And how thick were these paperwork that you got?
Ooh, they could have been. This is pretty much sometimes average mortgage foreclosures.
Okay.
Especially on a deceased person.
So when you got these paperwork, there wasn't a return address or nothing on there?
No.
Nothing.
Because what she'll do is she'll call me and I'll remind her. Usually she's very slow in getting me the affidavits.
Okay.
She'll go ahead and call me and say, "Oh, thanks for getting that done for me." And then I say, "Yeah, you haven't got me the affidavit yet." And then she'll get me an affidavit.
All right. So just wait right here for me. Just wait right there for a minute. Who found him?
Collins.
Collins?
Sergeant Collins, you know.
All right. When she found him, I'll go up there and talk to her.
He was already walking down the compound.
He was already walking down the compound?
Yeah.
Okay.
We got the 5 boys. Yeah, so that's so much. So it was like glued, like it was all glued up. Like,
yeah, this guy doesn't make no sense. Let me call my supervisor.
Did you check on his ID?
Yeah, his ID matches.
Matches?
Mm-hmm. That's him. This one. That's just an older picture of him.
But look at the address.
Well, the number, people don't freaking update their crap. So that's the problem. And that vehicle's registered to the company he works for.
You want the name in DC?
Yeah, I'll get that. Give me 1 second.
It seemed like the man had already rehearsed this story 1,000 times and prepared himself in case he got caught. But when dealing with trained and smart police officers who know what they're doing, it takes some sort of divine powers to scale through.
This is not the first time I've gotten the documents like that from this lady.
Okay.
And that concerns me because if you're telling me there's something in there, this is not the first.
Okay, what also concerns me is the stories that you have being a process server, that you don't know where these paperwork is coming from, you're just sending stuff to. So you don't even know if they're legit stuff.
Wow.
And you committed a felony. Each cell phone is a count. That's inside that property that you introduced into this state facility.
But I'm telling you right now, I have no idea.
I understand that. So I've got to go look at these documents. You wait right here, and I will be back. All right. I'm going to go talk to Sarge. Still there? Collins?
I think she's coming up.
She's coming up. Is she bringing up the packages?
No, I got the camera. Bring the patch man up.
Okay. So, yeah, I got a feeling he's been doing this for a while.
Yes.
So, but I'm going to wait and see the packages, and he's probably going to jail. Good. So,
don't forget the 5 bullets.
Where are they at?
With it. I said
it was.
the 5 penny parts.
I didn't even hear that. Okay, great.
It's 4 whole ones and then 1 broken down.
Nice.
Great copy. Or you can say 4. No, it's about right for me.
Yeah.
I know. What about doing
it? He knows nothing.
When the content of the documents was finally revealed, the man decided to put on the show of the century by pretending to be shocked.
They were all glued together, and then when you open it up, they were all layered in there.
Okay.
There's 5 things. They're in a bag.
They're in a bag and... Ah, got it. Okay.
How many charges?
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 16? Yeah. You can't tell me. You open it up. And no.
Dude, so the name of the inmate ain't even on it, bro. Anywhere. Who's Edward? That's not even, that inmate ain't even there. So he just handed it to what? The name of the inmate isn't on there anyway. So why?
There's a crap load of phones in here. 15.
Tell me he's got rank his name on.
And then when we found these, when he came up here, so we got 2 packages. One had the chargers in it.
No, they both had chargers and chargers.
Okay. I'm gonna send you a link for that phone on that number, Yeah.
So you can send me them pictures.
Are you gonna take the evidence?
Yeah.
Okay.
All this.
Did you get the tiny bars too?
Yep.
Good deal. Told you it was 5.
How much are
All right.
Well, here's the other tank, bro.
Put this in the back of the car. You ain't old and brittle. Well, you know, they have to continue the thing.
He told me to watch you. I called Harvey on the chair. So what are you doing, man? He goes, I'm in the keys.
All right, sir. Do me a favor. Place your hands behind your back. You're going to be placed under arrest for the introduction of contraband into the correctional facility and possession of a controlled substance. Substance? Yeah, sure. There's X bars inside there. So, question for you. Do you want him to drive your vehicle home, or do you want me to tow it? Yeah. You got anything illegal on you? Just got plug me, stick me, anything like that? All right, come on back over here. 636, I drive usual cab 215.
Is she going to be able to get my my
You
driver's
show
license?
the register owner 1015 of that vehicle.
Come on, Ray.
Yeah, there it is. Spin around.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Right over there, sir.
Right over here. So, how much did you say you got paid? $50 a document?
$50 a document. It was a $100 bill.
In the package with when you got it?
Yeah, it was on top when I opened it.
Okay. And how many times did you say you done it with her?
I was trying to think, just now I was just trying to think, and I actually think that the last time I didn't work was in December. I got one to take out here for her, and I want to say it's been at least probably 4 or 5, maybe even 6 times.
4 or 5, well, 6 times?
I would say maybe 5 or 6.
Okay.
The man was charged with trafficking and possession of a controlled substance.